Alrighty, Jungle Queen's been around for 78 years now, and let me just clarify that that's a company, not me. Safety announcements, we got to do those. First, let me mention that up in the warehouse this afternoon, Captain Jim is driving the boat. We got several mates on board. They'll be around as you remain seated if they find you standing up too long. And my name's Captain Ken. I drove this morning. I'm talking this afternoon. We swap off throughout the day.
Look at the birds.
Alright, safety announcements. We have over 778-year-old life jackets. Don't worry about them. There's only 2 left at work, and Jim and I know where the 2 good ones are. Fire extinguishers, front and rear, fire hoses. Shouldn't need any of that today. Keyword there is shouldn't. No smoking on board, and that includes electronic cigarettes.
Look at that one.
And you can smoke on the island when we get there. We've got ashtrays all over the place. And restrooms are on the lower deck, stern of the boat, stern's the back of the boat. Men's room's on the starboard side, ladies' room's on the port side. If you don't know the difference starboard from port, just walk right in and introduce yourself. Might make a new friend that way. Alright, enough of all that. Now it's showtime. My turn to talk for a while. Thank you. On the right-hand side, Bahia Yachting Center. This is the largest yachting center on the eastern seaboard, south of Annapolis, Maryland.
Wow.
This is also the site at the end of every October of the largest in-water boat show on planet Earth. They fill all these gaps in, like the big one on your right, with additional floating docks and put wall-to-wall boats and yachts in here. They also take about 3/4 of this canal right here. In fact, if we're still around working when the boat show's in operation, we're almost right up against that seawall on the left to get in and out of our dock. And then they go from Tranquility, the last yacht up here over on the right, about 3/4 of the way out to marker 13, just to the left of the water taxi coming at us. And from that point, they go up the right.
I like that one right there.
About 3/4 of the Intracoastal and past the Los Olas Boulevard Bridge, just coming into view up here. They end up with over 3 million square feet of display space for over $3.5 billion worth of yachts, boats, and all the toys to go with them. Now we're going to go north on the Intracoastal just for a minute. We have one particular house. Continue north, we go all the way to the state of New Jersey without going out on the Atlantic Ocean. Anybody here from New Jersey this afternoon? So what? Just kidding, just kidding. I got something special for you. I'll make it up to you on the way back. Yeah, we got something special up the river. I'll make it up to you. One exit. Now some of you know that joke. Okay. Alrighty. Now, all these boats and yachts you're looking at out here, the ones on the right are just small and medium. Not too many medium ones at that. Smaller mediums. Mega yachts. Now, mega yachts, anything over 85 feet, 95 feet long. Just to give you a point of reference, Jungle Queen is 87 feet long. 78 feet long, I'm sorry. I had it right the first time. Anything over 85 feet is a mega yacht. Jungle Queen is 78 feet long. And this is all the rich people out here on this particular marina. These are 10, 15, 20, $25 million yachts out here, depending on what's on the inside more than you're looking at on the outside. So all these domes on top, satellite navigation, satellite communication, all that good stuff.
That was cold. Ulysses.
Then all these and radio antennas on top. Now, just to give you a hint of the type of jokes you're going to have to put up with on this trip. See all those radio antennas? Last week, 2 of them got married. Yeah, the ceremony was horrible, but the reception was great. Okay. You heard the one about the sidewalk?
You want one of those, right?
Yeah, it's all over town. Never mind, we're not going to go. How about this house on the right? It's called Papillon, the one with the turquoise trimmer on the windows.
Wow.
That whole house is in the shape of a butterfly. That's French for butterfly, Papillon is. Knocked down 4 houses to build this monstrosity. 22,500 square feet of air-conditioned living space makes it a little bit smaller than your local Kmart store. It's built right after the property lines. Where do you put the cars? Under the house, between the stairways. In the window there to the left of the stairs? Under the house, they have that 10-car parking garage. Plus, they have room for 2 stretch limos. That's the problem I have at my house, no room for the limos. You have the same problem? Yeah, nobody comes to visit anymore, you know. This whole neighborhood on the right is called Idlewild. See the street sign over there? It's Idlewild Drive. A lot of our wealthy snowbirds come down from up north Idlewild the winter time down here, and all the women get wild. Idlewild. It's also the only neighborhood on this trip you're going to see the front of all the houses. That's because we're on the other side of the street. Only thing on this side of the street is some vegetation, a few small boats. And we had a lot of complaints over the years about things go by a little too fast. Sometimes there's a back of somebody's head, a post or a big yacht in the way. And you miss a good picture of places like Papillon. So we hired a helicopter professional photographer to take some nice high-quality photos of the top spots on the cruise, and we'll show you those further up the river. We put them made them into a postcard album booklet. We'll let you look at those halfway up the river. This yellow boat coming at us, you hear how noisy it is. Most people call this a cigarette boat. I call it a 2x4. 2 passengers by day, 4 kilos by night.
Oh.
On the right, this house was built. Was Mike Maroney's house. Mike Maroney used to have 30 car dealerships down here.
That's pretty.
Glad he doesn't throttle up. That really makes some noise. Right on cue. Really? Anyway, Mike Maroney merged with AutoNation last year. And part of the deal was he became COO of AutoNation, so he works for Wayne Heisinger. This house on the right was built for Presley Anheuser-Busch. Budweiser beer. The house was also used in the movie Where the Boys Are with Connie Francis, big spring break movie filmed all over Fort Lauderdale. This tan house on the left with all the columns, Roger Whitberg. He owns Ladies of America Fitness Centers, about 1,000 of those. And that's an excellent example on the way back at night on our dinner cruise of all the, when it turns all the lights on anyway, of all the wealthy people down here that spend so much money decorating their houses, they all ran out of money for curtains. Oh yeah. Things we see at night sometimes.
I bet.
All right, up ahead, Captain Jim has a decision to make.